Namaste, my dear friends. We are discussing the future of yoga and what are the challenges to the future of yoga. A very big part of the challenge to the yoga's good future is the great push for standardization. Many yoga schools are forced by yoga organizations like in the Yoga Alliance or the International Association of Yoga Therapy or Australian Association of Yoga Therapy or the European associations to have a standardized curriculum, a standardized structure. Now this is going to be so dangerous because human beings are not robots. We are not standardized, we are not homogeneous at all. And yoga is very rich with so many different traditions. If you look at the history of yoga in the last 2000 years, there are many varieties of yogic schools, very traditional yogic schools. And if you look at even India now, we have many traditional yoga schools that have their own systems. And each of them have survived the test of time. And that is a great validity that there is value in that system. And therefore, by bringing a standardization, we are actually lowering the standards. Many yoga organizations, they are forcing people to offer 200-hour training, 500-hour training, which are not at all enough for a teacher to go out and teach yoga, because yoga is a very sophisticated technique. You will not accept a doctor who has gone for only a 200 or a 500-hour training. Why would you want a yoga teacher or a yoga therapist to just be trained for this period of time? It's not right. And the same way, we have to understand that we need high standards in yoga. So what is needed is we have to allow for the traditions to teach in their own traditional way through the teacher-student relationship over a long period of time, so that the knowledge is growing with the person. I studied almost 20 years with my father. Even if he taught the same Yoga Sutra in the beginning, it was very different from how I understood it when I studied the next time or the next time or the next time, because not only my father started growing in his experience, but I also started growing in my experience. The capacity for me to receive the teaching also became better, and that is why the teaching has to be always long-term. It should not be standardized mediocrity. So what we must aim for to make sure that the future of yoga is very good is to avoid standardized mediocrity and actually focus on having a very high set of standards, honoring the different traditions, and each tradition must have their freedom to teach the way they have been taught for many, many decades, and some even many, many centuries. So please, my dear friends, remember that when we are teaching yoga, we are not teaching asana, we are not teaching pranayama, we are not teaching mantra or meditation. We are teaching people, and no two persons are the same, and therefore there must be no standardization in this manner. There could be standardized protocols, there could be standardized guidelines of ethical principles, etc. But there must not be standardization of the teaching curriculum. That is very, very dangerous. Please reflect about this, my dear friends. Namaste.